Welcome in everyone. We are without Caleb today. Asian has a background now, for some reason. Luke still has a shit stain behind them.
Oh man, why you gotta do me like that?
You guys have anything you want to recap about last week?
Oh, um, actually, I do. I do. I had an Asian moment. I had a moment where I was like, I can't fucking watch this game. My team's playing like fucking ass right now. I turned it off. I had one of those moments.
I watched that game to completion.
Oh my god,
That
dude!
shit was ridiculous to watch Melvin Gordon just plow through your defense.
And the offense wasn't doing shit either. I think they said for the third quarter, we only had 7 yards the entire quarter.
That game was a shutout if you take away the garbage time touchdowns.
Yeah.
Like,
no.
That
They
was ugly by the Cowboys.
They fucking destroyed us. You know where I think we had a chance to win? When it was 16-0. Well, I mean, from the beginning, I was very confident. From that point, I was like, what is happening? Because I had the game in my ear the whole time. I didn't watch it, but I was listening to everything and, the play-by-play, how they call it. And, man, Dallas just got completely dominated.
Yeah, it was ugly.
Like I said, 7 yards for the whole third quarter. And I just don't know if that was just one of our bad nights.
Or if you're same old dad.
Yep.
I love Asian phasing in and out of the camera.
What?
Every now and then you'll phase in and out.
Well, let me just turn this background off. It's something that Discord added. It was free, so I was just trying it out.
They're all good. The Cardinals won with everyone missing off their team. Let's go. Really, and we kicked their asses, dude. We kicked the 49ers' ass. Like I said we would, but
Yep. It means you're back to being in the number 1 seed.
Indeed, it's nice. It's nice. And the Rams lost? Like, this is the best.
Didn't the Rams get destroyed too?
I think they did actually. A lot of their scores came from garbage time.
Dude, I remember I seen a meme where it was like, you could take Matthew Stafford out of Detroit, but you can't take the Detroit out of Matthew Stafford.
That's fucked up. Asian, your team might be able to take the division now.
Do you guys want to say anything about that call before I go on it?
The hip check, or...
I'll let you go first. I didn't watch the whole game, so I don't know everything that happened. All I saw was that video of the hip check, and it looked sketchy, and that's all I'll say.
I'm pretty much in the same boat as Kuhn, and
oh wait, did you guys see that video of Van Jefferson throwing that block?
No.
Oh my god, that video I sent to the group of Justin Jefferson, not Van Jefferson. Of that block he threw, you guys have to watch it when you get a chance. Motherfucker's wailing his arms like this, running at the It was the most amazing block ever. Oh man. Wow.
Okay, going to the taunting call at the end.
Chicago versus Steelers.
Just want to say, I don't like the call. I said it whenever I'm a Steelers fan too. I said it whenever I was watching a live. Didn't like the call. It's a dumb rule. It's a stupid rule. It was taunting, however. I think it was taunting. I don't think he should have been flagged for it, but it was taunting. He did a 360 wheelbarrow kick, which was pretty impressive. His teammates. and then took 8 steps towards the Steelers sideline and looked at him. And being a Steeler fan, I looked at that as we cut Cassius Marsh. He used to play for the Steelers. That was him looking at us, sending a message saying, y'all shouldn't have cut me. Look what I did. In my opinion, when he did that. That's what me and my brother said whenever we first saw it. I don't think that warranted a penalty. However, the NFL is cracking down on taunting penalties this year. And it's crazy what they're calling. It's stupid what they're calling.
And when they call it has been awful also.
I don't think this taunting penalty would be as big of a deal if it came in the first or second quarter. But the fact that it came down when the game was on the line really sucked for them. But I don't even think that was the most egregious call. I think the one that they took the touchdown away from the Bears was worse. But if we're just talking about the taunting, I don't like it. And I don't like what the referee had to say afterwards. He said that he threw the penalty because at first I thought that the referee may have thought that he was talking shit to our punter from the backside. Maybe he couldn't see and that he was talking shit to the backside. But he came out and later said that he didn't like the posture that he had towards our sideline. What the hell does that mean? He didn't like his posture? That's such a bullshit, subjective, opinionative penalty. There's no way you can subject that. Like pass interference, you can tell when it's pass. How can you tell if somebody's posture is bad in a game?
Bro, it's just like, want some of this? You want the silent? You want some of this?
Like I said, I don't like the call. I don't like that there was a flag there that determined that basically what people are saying are determined the game. I don't like it. I will say, and the NFL came out and said that they do agree with the call. It is a taunting call by the rule. I don't like the rule. It's like how they were protecting receivers and quarterbacks a few years ago with, late flags and all that, and how you weren't allowed to hit the receivers like you were back in the day. You had to give them an opportunity to catch. I'm old school. We didn't give opportunities to catch. We laid the boom on people and separated man from the ball. That's what we were taught. It's the rule nowadays. It's stupid. I don't know why defensive players can get a touchdown, go all the way to the end zone, celebrate with the whole teammates into the camera and not get flagged for that, but he got flagged for that. I don't know. There's no consistency to the call. And I just hate being a Steeler fan that's how people are going to view that. That's how we won the game, is off of the referee.
Yeah. I just wish the call didn't exist. Like, those kind of calls didn't exist if they're not going to be consistent.
There's no rule that they're emphasizing this year, and it's not, and it's worse that Mike Tomlin's part of the rule committee that emphasized this rule change. That's what makes it even worse. And if you're basically not a Steeler fan, you basically, no, I'm not saying everyone hates the Steelers, but if you're not the Steeler fan, you almost hate the Steelers. And for this to happen to the Steelers at a crucial point, it makes the game is rigged argument. And I hate that argument.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say. I hate the call. It was a dumb call that he shouldn't have thrown the flag.
But hey, your Steelers might be in the top C of your division soon.
Yeah. I mean, I was watching First Take and they asked Steven Smith this, do you trust the Steelers? He said nope, and I'm kind of with him. The defense is tending to fall apart in the second half and the third and fourth quarter. The way that we bit ourselves in the foot and then let Chicago back in by muffing a punt, basically. That was really bad. Chicago did shoot themselves in the foot, though. They constantly lined up offsides. They had a whole bunch of bad penalties on them. I will say, too, with the Justin Fields roughing the passer, there was 3 hits that were questionable. Minka Fitzpatrick hit out of bounds. I think that was relative. I think that was okay, no flag. The other one, he went down, tried to slid late. I think that was an okay, no flag. And the last one with Hightower after he threw the ball when he was in the pocket late, I think that warranted a flag. I will say this about the no flags. I don't know if you guys remember a few years ago, Cam Newton called out the referee about saying why he didn't get a flag on certain calls of roughing the passer, and the referee apparently told Cam Newton he wasn't old enough or old enough to get those types of calls. I truly believe in that, and I truly believe that's what happened to Justin Fields last night.
Which is dumb.
Which is dumb. Yeah, this is the old mindset of these old referees, but I truly believe that a referee did say that to Cam Newton, that he wasn't in the league long enough, or he didn't earn those calls. Basically, he hasn't earned those calls, and
Which makes no sense.
yeah, and I think that's what happened to Justin Fields. Had that been Tom Brady running to the sideline and he got popped, 100%. I agree with everybody saying that would have been a penalty.
And so would the refs in that game.
But I'm just saying, I'm just gonna say, I think that those, like I said, those two hits, they were clean. Justin Fields gave himself up late, and I think that hit where he was running out of bounds, I think Minka still hit him while he was inbounds. The third hit, Hightower was like,
Is the third hit the one where like the motherfucker hopped like 8 feet in the sky and like clotheslined him from hell?
no.
I saw a hit or I don't remember what game it was. I was watching highlights. Might have been the Falcons. So I'm thinking about. But motherfucker hopped like 8 feet in the sky and like clotheslined him down to the ground. I was like, God damn! And the ball was out of his hands already too. I was like, what the fuck? It's actually like, dude, I'll have to show you guys after this.
I will say the officiating was horrible that game, but in the end, the Chicago Bears had the opportunity to win the game, but they left Ben Roethlisberger's too much time on the clock, and then at the end, Chicago technically had the opportunity to win the game too. They get in field goal range, and they couldn't do it. So,
and then they kicked the field goal. That looked really good from one angle.
I thought that went off the crossbar line.
Yeah.
I was like, that's straight enough. And when it bounced, me and my brother looked at each other like, oh my God, he almost nailed that.
And then it showed the
Okay. I was like, dude, I didn't think Cairo Santos had that cut. Like, last time I played Madden, he didn't have that leg power.
Fuck it was the optical illusion, dude.
Yeah, it was crazy. But I hate the fact that Steelers win is gonna come with an asterisk on it.
Yeah, I mean that's football though. A lot of wins don't really come that way.
If the Steelers do happen to win the division or win a wild card spot by one game, and that could have been the game that another team, and I just hate that that's the talk because of a bad call.
Yeah.
When it should have been, like everyone says, Justin Fields coming out party too. Justin Fields played a hell of a game against us.
Justin Fields is starting to get his footing now. I like to see it. Because I'm big on Justin Fields myself.
But that's all I have to say about it. Being a Steeler fan, didn't like the call.
Well, yeah. Is there anything else y'all want to talk about before we hop into these games?
Odell Beckham cleared waiver. His top 3 teams now are apparently Kansas City, the Packers,
And the Saints.
And the Saints.
And also Seahawks are mentioned also.
Yep, and Deshaun Jackson signed with the Raiders. Other than that, nothing.
Dalvin Cook's going through legal trouble.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, on the lower end, OBJ's one of our potential landing spots as well.
I have not heard anything about that.
No way he does it.
Yeah, I
Maybe Dallas has been interested in him, but I don't think he goes there with CeeDee Lamb, Gallup, and Amari Cooper. He wants to be used.
I think he would go to Dallas, but I just don't think Dallas would want him. There's no point. You already have to.
Yeah, that too.
Mm-hmm.
And like a lot of people says, Odell needs to go to a place where he needs to be fed the ball. If he doesn't get fed the ball, that's when he starts to get frustrated and starts to whine.
Yep. So that's where New Orleans would be good for him. I think Green Bay would be decent because he'd be the number 2 there, and Rodgers throws that bitch.
He'd be looking at Adams getting 17 targets, be like, bruh.
Where are my 17 targets?
My 8 aren't good enough. But that's it. We can move on to the pick'ems.
Alright.
Oh, we don't have our usual pick'em speaker.
Okay, so first on the docket, as one Caleb would say, we have the Ravens at Miami going against the Dolphins. Clear.
Here's the real question: did anybody not put 14 on this?
I put 10 on this.
You put 10
Yeah, on the Ravens.
with possibly Jacoby Brissett.
I just have games I feel better about.
Okay, I put 14 on it.
Great minds think alike. I always put 14 on this game for the Ravens.
There's not much to say about it.
I think Lamar Jackson can single-handedly win will this team to win this game against Miami.
I don't have any faith in Miami winning this.
I think Lamar's gonna throw 7 touchdown passes to Devonta Freeman.
Oh, whoa.
You mean Le'Veon Bell?
I think he's doubtful. I don't think he's gonna play this week.
Until he comes out and gets 7 receiving touchdowns.
Dude, I'd be so pissed. I'd be like, what the fuck? Right.
Yeah, there's not much to say about the game. After that, we have Atlanta at Dallas going against Mook's boys.
I have us beating Atlanta with 13 confidence points. I think we played a bad game. Everyone's frustrated, and I don't think they want to feel that way again. So I don't think we should lose to Atlanta. Even though they are the fucking 7th seed right now.
I took Atlanta at 1 point. I think the Cowboys are still going to be a little frustrated this week. And I feel like they're going to be playing a completely different offense than what they've played all year. I feel like Atlanta's offense is sneaky enough to kind of get them in the lead, and if they can just hold that lead, then they can win the game.
I'm not going to waver off of the Cowboys. They lose a game, and everyone makes fun of them. Oh, no, the Cowboys suck. Here we go again. But
I could easily see them win this.
I do think this is a different Cowboys team this year. I put 10 on this game against the Falcons. I think the Falcons, I don't know, they're a mess right now.
I don't know, I just feel really good about them right now.
I'm regretting my trade. I'm regretting my bet again with Caleb because I'm pretty sure I took the Falcons because I don't remember who I ever
You took the Falcons, you took the Vikings, I believe, and the Vikings aren't doing much better, to be fair.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I was gonna say, I thought you took the Falcons because
I did.
Yep, they're the 7th seed right now.
So I'm technically winning that bet as of right now, but I still don't feel the best about it. What are the Falcons? The Falcons are 4-4, and the Vikings are 3-5. So it's a 1 game difference.
Yeah, not much I want out of that.
They're supposed to be getting the receiver back this week, right?
Who?
CD or the one that was in there?
Gallup.
Yeah.
But Elliott almost. Isn't Elliott also possibly out?
I mean, I have enough faith in Tony. I have more faith in Tony Pollard as a backup than I did to whoever your backup quarterback was that week.
I'd say Cooper Rush. Yeah.
It's worth mentioning.
And I will say, I did see a Dallas Cowboy comment, and it said, "Thank God the Oakland Raiders drafted Henry Ruggs instead of CeeDee Lamb."
That's so fucked.
Yeah, it is pretty fucked.
Vegas Raiders.
After that, we have Caleb's boys, the Saints, versus the Tennessee Titans. Saints coming off a pretty bad loss. But, Titans coming off a pretty nice win.
Really big win, yeah, without Derrick Henry.
I personally put 7 on the Titans. I just don't like the Saints too much myself. I don't know what to think of them. And I don't think they're going to beat the Titans.
Trash talked the Titans last week without Derrick Henry, and they played my favorite NFC team, and they beat them. So it did not make me look good last week. That being said, I'm still not confident with the Titans and Derrick Henry, but I'm less confident in
Trevor Siemian.
The Trevor Siemian-led Saints. If this was Taysom Hill, I might have a different take on this. Taking the Titans with only 4 confidence points.
I took the Titans with 3 confidence points. I'm still not completely sold on the Titans without Derrick Henry. Even though even though they fucking killed it last week, and against a really good team as well. Just pretty much what Asian said.
One of the best defenses and offenses.
Yeah, that last week did not look good. Me trash talking the Titans and me hyping up the Rams.
Hey, Asian, do me a favor, hype up the Cowboys.
Well, I kind of feel you though, because I mean, the star goes out for one team, and you're like, damn, that's gonna hurt. And then the other team has been playing really good all year. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like you figured that team's gonna lack.
It was a safe call out, but unfortunately the call out backfired.
Yep. There's a lot. To be fair, last week was huge upset week, though.
Yeah, to be fair, not we all sucked in
Yeah.
Pick'ems last week.
Last week was, like, insane.
Coon
Crazy.
came out on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Giants beating the Raiders.
Yeah, that shit hurt my soul.
Yeah, I think I was like, well, I lost my 14-pointer.
I lost my 14, my 12, my 13, oh, there it goes, all the points.
Yep. I did land big on the Steelers though, with the 12.
I think that was like 1 point that week. But yeah, after that game, we got the Jaguars versus the Colts. At Indianapolis.
I put 4 on the Colts. Like the Jags, they beat Buffalo last week.
Oh God! Don't do this, Mook. Don't buy into the Jaguars. They got a lucky, ugly win.
I'm just saying, I didn't put as many confidence points on it because of that. But the Colts haven't been looking too bad, so I put 4 on the Colts.
I put 11 on the Colts. Jaguars winning was a huge fluke. We all know that. The Colts are like looking good, and this is a game they're gonna win.
I like the Colts. Great minds think alike. I put 11 on the Colts. I don't like the Jaguars. I don't like Trevor Lawrence really, especially as the number 1 quarterback taken.
I like one Jaguar. His name's James Robinson.
The Colts are a better team than I'll give them credit for. Jonathan Taylor's looking really good. Michael Pittman's looking really good for them. Carson Wentz looking above average for them, above his average Wentzness. So I took the Colts with 11. I mean, it's the Jaguars. What can you say?
Looks like you could say they beat the Bill.
Good though.
After
I will say because the Bills are coming up in a couple games, and I'll just say, but the Bills are a weird team. They've been losing. They've been losing to bad teams, which is like a Steeler thing to do. But I don't know. I just think they come underprepared for these bad teams, thinking they could just walk through them, and that's where they,
make mistakes.
Find a competitive team against them. Anyway, next game.
After that, we got, as Para dubs them, the Cleveland Bakers versus the New England Patriots at New England. I put 2 on the Patriots. I'm not confident in this game, but I'm also not confident in the Browns. I think they had their all-star weekend last week, and now they're about to show us that they're still the Browns this week. That's just how I feel about it. And New England's been doing good, like, surprisingly. So I can see this go either way. I'm leaning more towards New England. As Yahoo has projected, the New England's underdogs are like 5%. So yeah.
I put 1 point on the Patriots. Pretty much, you covered everything that I was thinking. So
I put 1 on the Patriots because fuck the Browns.
And well, not much to add to that game. Next up,
I'm not gonna pick the Browns. I'll take the loss with 1 point or something. I'm never gonna pick the Browns this year.
I'll pick the Browns in certain scenarios. Alright, I have.
I will. They can play that fake high school team, Bishop Sycamore, and I'll still pick Bishop Sycamore.
Uh, well, after that, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a one-sided ballpark here. We got Buffalo at the New York Jets.
I will say this though, going back to the Cleveland game, Nick Chubb is out with COVID.
Oh yeah, that also affects things. Dearness Johnson is really fucking good, but still.
I do think the only way that the Browns beat the Patriots is by smashing them with the football, running the ball. But I think that's the only way the Patriots beat the Browns too, really. So it's gonna be an interesting, low-scoring game in my opinion.
But yeah, next game, Buffalo at the New York Jets. I put 14 on Buffalo. You were asking where my 14 was. This is where
This is my 13.
not much to say about the Jets.
I will say Mike White's interesting.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only thing I would say is interesting is Mike White.
If this becomes a shootout game, it might become interesting. And weather might play effect. If it's rainy and in New York, that doesn't bode well for the throwing game. And Buffalo doesn't tend to play well in the rain for some reason, even though they're a rainy state.
Mm-hmm.
I put 8 on the Bills.
Anything you want to add to that?
No.
Yeah. Jets. Mike White starting. That's exciting. Mike White seems like the hope that the Jets have. But we'll see how long that lasts.
Was he a rookie as well, or how long has he been playing?
I don't know. I don't think he's a rookie. I think he's been in the league like a couple years, not too many. Are you looking up?
Mm-hmm. Drafted by the Dallas Cowboys in the 5th round in the 2018 draft.
Okay, so he's been around for a little bit.
Mook, that's disappointing that you didn't know.
I didn't.
Well, after that game, you move on down to the Detroit Lions versus the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I don't want to go first.
Asian, would you like to start us off with this one?
Mm-mm.
Too bad, it's your team.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get me a water.
Pittsburgh second in the division. They've been on a 2-game win streak, whatever it is. Their offense still scares me. The offensive line still scares me. Ben did show more arm strength this last game, so I am getting a little more confident in Ben. But man, the guy just doesn't move like he used to. He doesn't break tackles like he used to. I put 5 on the Steelers. Lions are a bad team, but with bad teams comes the Steelers trap games, and Steelers tend to play down to their level of their opponents. And I keep saying the Lions aren't that bad of a team, and they keep proving me that they are. I'm hoping they shit the bed against us, but I don't know. I have a bad feeling about this game. I put 5 on the Steelers.
I put 6 on the Steelers. It sucks watching the Lions. I'm happy I'm not a Lions fan. Because, oh my god, they have won so many games this year. Like, they have such a nice roster. Even with Jared Goff at quarterback, I don't give a fuck. Jared Goff is like, he can put the ball where it needs to go. They just don't win games. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with this team? They're gonna win 1 this year. They got it, right? But I don't think it's gonna be this one. It's like the same thing with the Eagles, I think it was. I didn't think that was gonna be the game they won either. I have to look at their schedule to decide on that, but I put 6 on the Steelers. The Lions just are cursed. I don't know.
Before Mook goes, I will say this too. Chase Claypool, they thought he had a season-ending toe injury, but he is now viewed as a week-to-week with a toe injury.
I see. Well, Asian, great minds think alike, because I went with the Steelers with 5 points as well. I could also see the Lions winning this, So
I mean, hopefully our defense plays for 4 whole quarters and just gets to Jared Goff all day. That's what I'm hoping.
You might only need to play for 1 quarter. Is a sad thing.
I will say, whoever the slot receiver for the Lions is, if you need a pickup for this week, or if you're playing daily fantasy, I would look to pick him up because whoever our slot corner is, that Arthur Mullock guy, not the best. So.
Yeah.
I think that the Lions do pass on us. It's going to be through their slot receiver and, of course, T.J. Hawkinson. I'm hoping Joe Sherbert can hold him off though with a little bit of safety help.
After that, we got, as Caleb would call them, the Tampa Bay Gronkineers versus the Washington football team at Washington. I put 9 on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, Washington just hasn't looked good. And it's sad because I actually liked Washington, but they've looked awful.
This is amazing.
It's just depressing. I do feel like this might be a trap game, I will say. But I'm going with the safe bet and putting 9 on Tampa Bay. Either of you want to pitch in there?
Yeah, I put 12 on Tampa. I mean, it's Tampa versus whoever is that quarterback for Washington. Heineke.
Yeah, Heineke, bro.
I like Buccaneers' offensive weapons better. They got Godwin. I don't know if they're getting AB back this week. They still got Mike Evans.
AB's injury might be worse than I thought.
Gotcha.
So,
I don't know how Gibson's gonna return back with his hairline fracture in his shin, playing against one of the top defenses. Heineke's gunslinging, but he's not really slinging the ball very well. So
he's slinging it, but they aren't good slinging.
12 on the Buccaneers. If we're going to get into a gunslinger match, I'm betting on Pistol Tom.
Once again, great minds think alike. Because I went 12 on the Bucks.
Man, you and Mook are living or dying together this week.
Whoop whoop.
Anything else, Mook?
Nope. I mean, you've said everything that needs to be said. I think I can go last more often.
Well, next game is Carolina Panthers against the Arizona Cardinals at Arizona. I put 12 on Arizona. I'm not worried about the Panthers at all. The only thing scary about the Panthers is C-Mac. They're gonna be starting PJ Walker, who's just atrocious throughout all of the games he's played in his career. And our backup unit didn't look bad. We played really good. Our defense stepped up, and I expect the same thing to happen if we need it to happen. Carolina's not that good a team right now. They've kind of fallen to shambles ever since the start of the season. Yeah, I'm not scared of Carolina.
I put 11 on the Cardinals, which I might switch. Because I don't even know if Murray's playing.
I think Murray's believed to sit, but even without Murray, like, our backup quarterback still destroyed the defense yet last week. And we have James Conner, who fucking stepped up and went beast mode for a week. Like I said, I'm not worried about this at all.
I feel you. Well, I feel like Carolina could still win that game.
They have to win through C-Mac, and I don't think our defense is going to let that happen.
But, as I said, 11 on the Cards, which I'm probably going to switch the confidence points around on that one.
Yeah, these low mid confidence, these 5, 6, 7 confident points, they were rough on me. I put 7 on the Cardinals. I don't like him as much, but obviously without Murray and without Chase Edmonds, probably with the high ankle sprain. I know James Conner went beast mode for 1 week. I just don't know how often he can do that. Being the Steeler fan, we saw that. I don't know if that was a production of him or offensive line. I like to think that was more of an offensive line, and James Conner was a pretty good running back. It's just injuries has always been his concern, and I guess that'll be the concern here if he can handle the full workload for another week.
Well, he's gonna also he's not gonna handle all. He's gonna handle most of it, but we're also gonna be playing our backup, Benjamin.
Yeah, but I don't know. I wish I could go a little bit lower on the confidence, maybe in the 4 range, but that's the way their confidence points fell this week, and I have 7 on the Cardinals. I just don't like Kuhn says, I don't like the Panthers. Panthers haven't looked good since the beginning of the year. I said, again, bad call out, but I said the Panthers were a different team with C-Mac, but without Darnold. Darnold's looked like complete garbage, too, since the beginning of the year.
And PJ Walker's not going to look any better.
So, I don't know. 7, like I said, 7 on the Cardinals because they've been the better team this year.
After that, we got the Minnesota Vikings, who can't seem to win a goddamn game, versus the LA Chargers.
Mookie?
I will start us off because this is my game of the week, and I have the Chargers with 2. I can see this going either way.
You have anything to add? I have 4 on the Chargers. I don't think this. I feel like this will be a high scoring game, but I don't think this is going to be the shooter of the week. Because Minnesota can put points, but at a certain point, they just stop. They just stop being able to, and that's around the 20 range. For whatever reason, they can't ever get past like 24 points. And they've been losing games that they should win. And I don't know, the Chargers had a bounce back week last week. I think the Chargers are going to start to get hot again, and we're going to see more good production out of Herbert and all of them.
That's my concern right now. Is Justin Herbert on the team? He hasn't been very consistent this year.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, I still put 6 confidence on the Chargers. The Vikings just can't find way to win games. And yeah, I just like the Chargers a bit more. I like Austin Eckler. I thought Austin Eckler was going to be a top 5 fantasy option this year, and he's playing very well. And
He is a top 5 fantasy option, I think, right now.
And I like the Chargers a bit more than the Vikings.
Yep.
I need the Vikings to lose.
Bro, this just hurts. Dude. The Vikings have been so close to winning so many games.
And the Vikings, like the Falcons, for me, they have talent on the roster, which translates to they should be winning games.
But they're not.
But they're not. And same with one of the next 2 teams, kind of.
Ah, yes, the next 2 teams. The Philadelphia Eagles at Denver versus the Broncos after a huge win and the just insane game had last week. I think the Eagles could win this, personally. I can see it, but I put 5 on Denver. I'm gonna ride out the hot streak I'm gonna hope that a hot streak forms and they win this game against the worst defense and the worst offense, so I would hope that they can continue to ride that out through at least one more week. But Denver has been disappointing all year. I will say that. Whenever I picked them, so keep that in mind.
I put 6 on the Eagles. I feel like the Eagles could win this game, and I just think we were too confident at Denver, and the overconfidence fucking got us murked hard. So I don't think Denver's really that good of a team still, and I just think Philly can beat them.
Yeah, I put 2 on this game. I have 2 on the Eagles. It's just I don't know. I still don't like Denver. There's just something about them I don't like, even though they beat
Dallas.
They stomped Dallas last week. Every team usually, there's a few exceptions where Patriots go undefeated or whoever. There's usually a bad hiccup in the road. Buffalo loses to the Jets and Jaguars, whatnot. Don't think the Broncos are that good of a team. Don't think the Eagles are that good of a team, but I just have a feeling that this might be one of those Jalen Hurts type of game. It's just one of those gut feelings, like the gut feeling I had for the Jacksonville win against Miami in London. and I'm gonna stick with that, but not very confident in it. So we're gonna go with 2.
After that, we have the Seattle Seahawks versus the possibly Aaron Rodgers-less Green Bay Packers. As it stands, with me thinking Aaron Rodgers is going to play, I have 8 on Green Bay.
Ditto 8 on Green Bay because Rodgers, in my mind, is playing, and that's the way the confidence points fell this week.
7 on Green Bay, and same with Rodgers.
If it switches and Rodgers isn't playing, are you guys switching and switching your
God.
I am switching, but I am not switching my confidence.
I think I might stay with the Packers.
I don't know. We'll have to see how I feel. I'll probably switch though, because in this the week Russell Wilson comes back too.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, then I'll probably switch. But yeah, not much more to say about that game. Next game. This should be a fun one. Kansas City versus the Raiders at Las Vegas. I put 3 on the Raiders. I think the Raiders are gonna beat the Chiefs. I don't think the Chiefs have as good of a chance. They have a horrible defense still. Their offense still looks messy. The Raiders have a really good offense this year, and their defense is decent. Josh Jacobs is back. He's been doing good. They got Kenyon Drake as well. Whenever Jacobs goes down, if he goes down, they picked up Deshaun Jackson. That might help them also. I think they're gonna be good. I think personally, I know Asian probably doesn't think this, but I think Deshaun Jackson's about to explode this week.
Oh, did Deshaun go somewhere else?
He went to the Raiders.
That is news to me. I did not know that. I saw that you picked up in fantasy, Asian. I just didn't know.
At the beginning of the podcast.
Oh, I didn't hear you. My mistake. I went 9 with the Chiefs. Just 9's kind of where it fell at. Come on, man. It's the Chiefs. It's a division game. Yeah, that's just my reasoning. I feel like their offense could explode anymore, especially in a division game.
Asian.
I put 3 on the Raiders.
Well, great minds think alike.
I was trying to find the stat line that I saw earlier, but Derek Carr, I'm pretty sure, usually plays Patrick Mahomes very well and the Chiefs. That being said, it is a division game. The Chiefs aren't looking that great this year, and I'm gonna have to hop off that Chiefs bandwagon at some point, and I think I can hop off here. Raiders with 3 confidence, and the Raiders have had a shit month. That's all else I'll say.
Yep. You want to drop in your score for this? My score was Raiders 30, Chiefs 9.
My
Chiefs
score was
9?
Yeah, fuck the Chiefs.
my score was 24 Chiefs, 21 Raiders.
Well, this would be my shooter game of the week. I put 35-28 Raiders.
Oh god, I forgot about the next score. I put it's totally a fucked around score. So I put next game. Are you guys done with the previous game?
Yeah, it's Rams at 49ers.
No, yeah, I know. Are you guys done with the Raiders Chiefs?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we got the Rams at San Francisco against the 49ers. And I got the Rams at 13. I mean, Niners is awful. And the Rams suffered an embarrassing loss. I think they're going to bounce back. I think the 49ers is going to have another rough week. My score is 99-2, right? I'm just gonna.
Tiebreaker comes back to bite you in the ass this week.
I don't even remember saying that. I must have been tired. I was like, shit, I need to put these down.
99-2. That's funny.
Ends with 9.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, were you done?
No, I was gonna say I think that San Fran is gonna get shit on for a couple weeks. That's it.
Oh, okay. I took the Rams with 9. Been saying it all year, even though they lost, Rams are my favorite NFC team. I think they're gonna come back out with a vengeance for losing against the Titans on prime time. I couldn't even tell you right now. I'm pretty sure Garoppolo is still the quarterback for the Niners, but I haven't watched the Niners. I don't know what.
Yeah,
they're
Jimmy
doing.
G's still
There's
starting.
been nothing newsworthy about the Niners. I don't know. Is George Kittle even playing this year? I haven't heard his name once this year.
He did. I think he played last week and he had a good week, fantasy wise.
I couldn't name their starting running back because they've had so many injuries and people coming in. I couldn't name who's starting for them anymore. I know they have Sermon, Hasty, Jeff, or
That's the thing with San Fran. They never have a starting running back. They have whoever they feel like starting that week.
I couldn't name, besides Bosa, a single player maybe on the Niners team. And for that reason, I'm taking the Rams. I've only put 9 on them because I think that's the way I felt this week. So, but I'm taking the Rams to beat the Niners 28-13.
You sure you don't want to put 99-2?
Yeah, I'm pretty good on that, bro.
I had the Rams winning at the 49ers, but 10 confidence points. And my score was Rams 28, 49ers 14. We were almost pretty close to linking up there, Asian, on score and confidence.
Yeah, me too.
And pretty much anything that needed to be said, y'all pretty much said it. Rams coming back with a vengeance.
Who you guys have scoring the most points?
I have Vegas out shooting the Chiefs for the most points this week.
Well, great minds think alike, because I have them scoring the most also.
I have the Chargers with the most, outscoring the Vikings in the shootout.
And I have with the least the Jets.
I have Washington with the least.
I'm praying to the gods that it's the Lions. I have the Lions.
Yeah. With all that said, do you guys have anything else you want to add?
Yeah, when's that pie in the face back? How's that come along, Moose?
Yeah, Asian. Yeah, Moose supposed to get a pie in the face for making a bet.
Whenever, I guess. I don't know.
He's gotta do it on stream though, or you gotta get a video.
I told him to make it a chocolate pie too, because I hear chocolate is your favorite.
You're fucked up. You're a monster, you know that?
Why? Because it's your favorite?
Dude, I swear if a piece of it goes in my mouth and I eat some, yeah, I'm gonna be like sick for like days.
I told him to make sure it's a chocolate pie. Nice and thick chocolate.
It's some rich, thick, creamy chocolate. Oh man.
Nah, chocolate gets me sick, but it doesn't get me that sick.
Well,
I guess it depends on how much I eat, because if I eat like a tiny bit, I get like a little sick, and then, but if I eat like a lot of it, oh, I'm fucked up. I'm gone for the day. I'm fucking, you know.
We gotta make sure to remind Kai about the pie bet. We can't let him forget about it.
I think we do.
yeah, we can.
No. I'll make sure to remind him.
Okay, you got that on lock.
Yeah.
Make sure he knows to get video captured. That way we can put it on podcast and I'll react to it.
Pie bet. Don't forget. Right here, Mook. That's it.
I don't think that was needed, but you know, fuck me, right?
Wasn't needed, but you know, it was just helpful.
You are a man of your word. You don't welch on bets.
Oh, I am my word, man of my word. But, whenever he wants to do it, though. And if he forgets, then, I'm not gonna remind him.
I'll be there to remind him. Don't worry.
I'm just gonna say, you know what? We made a bet. And,
A bet's a bet.
he forgot about it. And I have not been pied. Well, I'm just gonna tell him.
I'm
If he
fine yet,
doesn't really
boy.
want to get over with, then I'll be like, hey, you know what? Come on, pie in the face, come on. If I really wanted to get over with.
Well, is that everything football wise for y'all?
I think so.
Ah, Odell still hasn't found the landing spot.
And won't.
He'll find the landing spot, but probably won't do much with it. That's my whole take on that. But yeah, thank y'all so much for watching on YouTube or in stream. We use live on Twitch every Wednesday, normally around 11 Nuke's time, which I can't remember off the top of my head.
Central.
Yeah, Central, so 11 Central. And we are missing Caleb this week, but he probably just overslept. He'll be back tomorrow. And we'll see you next week. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.
I'm gonna end stream chat, and I'm gonna reopen it.